finish off by picking two of the marquee Thursday night games. That's right, we don't have to wait too long. First, we've got the Backyard Brawl making its triumphant return. Pitt now a 7.5-point favorite over West Virginia. Blake, who are you picking?
I like Pitt. I think Pitt in the trenches on both sides of the ball are very talented. They've got a veteran offensive line. They've got a really good defensive line, one of the better ones in the country, in my opinion. And I think that they do just enough at home in a really tough game versus JT Daniels, who's going to probably throw the ball a lot. They've got maybe a little bit more talented receiver core at West Virginia. But it's going to come down to a battle of the trenches. And I think Pittsburgh's just a little bit better than them playing at home. I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I used to love watching this game back in the day when they played it for a lot of all the marbles. And I just think that Pitt's going to be a little bit too much. But if they do somehow lose, I'm looking forward to Pat Narduzzi losing his mind at a press conference after the game, or maybe even in a handshake.
Well, Blake, I don't think that Pat's going to lose his mind. I'm going with Pitt as well. I think that Pitt is going to get a couple of more defensive stops than West Virginia get. I think they're a little more stout on that side. This isn't quite the Spartan dog defense that Pat Narduzzi led at Michigan State, but he still does put a heavy emphasis on the defensive side of the ball. I think in the end, Pitt makes 2 or 3 more plays than West Virginia, gets 2 or 3 more stops, and that makes the difference in this ball game. And Pitt wins this one.
Yeah, I think Pitt's going to really focus on running the football more this year. I don't feel like Pat Narduzzi was happy with how much they threw the ball last year. They obviously lost a couple of really talented players, one through the portal and one to the NFL draft. So I look for them to be really physical in the trenches, and I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
I appreciate you guys giving the big men a shout out here, but I'm looking at quarterbacks. I mean, it's too easy. We got 2 former USC transfers. Carl, what do you think about this quarterback matchup?
Well, I think that Keaton Slovis is the better guy. I think he had some success at USC. JT Daniels is a guy that hasn't quite lived up to the billing yet. So if I'm going to give the edge, I'm going to give the edge to Keaton Slovis. I talked to him a couple of nights ago. He's really excited about this game, and I think he's going to come out on fire. I do think JT is going to have some opportunities. He's over there with Graham Harrell, so I expect him to throw it around quite a bit, but I'm going to give the edge in this one to Keaton Slovis.
I'm going to actually give the edge to JT Daniels. I think he, when healthy, which has not been that much, is a very good quarterback. If he has time to throw the ball, and West Virginia's got a pretty good offensive line coming back with experience, then I think he can carve you up. So if they can protect him against a really good Pittsburgh defensive line, like I said, one of the better in the country, then I think he actually has the edge in my opinion. But I just think Pitt's is too strong overall around him. I think the receiving core at West Virginia might be a tad stronger, but it'll be curious to see who can step up at Pitt this year with Jordan Addison leaving.
Hey, Carl, since you have Keaton's phone number, just feel free to clip that last minute, send it to him, a little bit of motivation, get him ready to go for this Thursday night game.